So how come your group got the delegates accreditation?
Well, you see, the story is not, it's a very long story. You see, the process of Congress, I was a Congress chairman at some point in another state. So I understand the processes, how the members did emanate. You see, I don't want us on public to probably begin to go into the details of what happened in Delta State. Because a situation where you appoint a Congress committee in the open, inaugurate, and they send them out to go and work. And at night, one man will change the committee. That's what's happening. So I don't want us to go into those stories because it's not a very...
It's one of the...
it's not a very tidy story. That's how we begin to...
How you got the list is one of the issues.
That's what I'm telling you now.
We understand maybe a senator influenced you getting the list.
No, listen. If you listen to me, they inaugurate Congress committee members as a whole. You go to Delta State, you go to Anambra State, you go to Imo State. And because of interest, the man, they say, go to Delta. Somebody find out that he cannot manipulate the man any longer. He says, okay, one man says, no, I withdraw you, and appoint another man. So the man appointed originally continues with his work. So we came from the list of those who were appointed originally from the inception. That's how Delta came up.
But I'm telling you what is happening.
Yes.
So what are you doing? Because they chased, obviously, his own group came to chase your group out of the stand.
Come with sticks. A man come with stick in a Congress, stick to hit you. Will you wait? We went away. The police had to remove them, and we came back. So that's actually what happened. I didn't want us to be this on national television discussing this ugly situation. It's not quite a good thing. Please, because I don't want us to trivialize it and make it look as if...
Maybe we can find a way forward. I'm trying to see if we can find a lesson here.
Let me tell you.
So that this kind of thing don't happen again. It actually was happening when the president was delivering his speech. How bad could it be, Honorable Oche?
Yes.
I mean, your people came when the president was delivering his speech.
Yes. Coincidentally, it's not like anybody planned for it to happen when the president was giving his speech. What happened was that at the time, our own delegates finally arrived because the whole idea was to skim the actual delegates out of the convention. But they got their way into the convention ground, and the normal thing was to go to the stand that was for Delta State to take it over. At that point, different people handle issues differently. There are vexed issues, some personal issues, and some people started venting out differently, and that's what caused the fracas. Nobody will walk around with a stick when Mr. President is speaking. All those were things that were around, and it all turned to tools.
How do you feel when some members of your group actually went into that manner, actually using bottles, pelting bottles, and using tables to hit their fellow Delta APC delegates?
All the time, I'll tell you, I'm not for violence. It's despicable to go into violence, but Shemu, you can only talk about yourself. You don't know what the next man is going to do and how he feels.
But you were one of their leaders.
Yes.
I mean, you should at some point have your capacity to be able to control what your followers...
Definitely, and that was...
were capable of doing.
Yes, definitely, and that was to the extent that was being managed, but by the time it got out of hand, all these things happened in the flicker of a second, and it went awry. So, like my brother said, it's not an issue for us to come to the national television and start pouring out our dirty linen. But I can assure you one thing. No matter how vexed the issues are, no matter how, we feel about it all, Delta APC is still one and same.
Maybe Dr. Odipo does not feel so. Do you feel that you have lost out in all of this?
No, we've not lost
your group?
We've not.
The Great Ogboru group?
How can? Well, please, I don't like the word group. Let me define.
Because there are
please,
okay.
Maybe the dictionary. Let me educate you. No, please, let me educate you.
Okay. On English language, on the issue of group,
on the
politics of factions.
Oh, no. I'd see.
No, I agree to be educated.
Okay, please. At some point, NEC took a decision and said, maintain status quo of zoning. Now, some of us who you say Great Ogboru faction, we're not Great Ogboru faction. We belong to those who said status quo of zoning says we maintain our zoning structure, where the state chairman should come from Delta South, secretary Delta North. You have a group led by our friend Alida Ortega, who believes that they should rezone for the purpose of electoral victory, as against what NEC advised. Some of us said, no, let's abide by NEC decision. So that's why you have what you look like, two sets of APC. So some of us who believe that...
you prefer to use set instead of group.
So we are, we are law abiding. So we followed what NEC said we should do. And we retained the zoning of what should be. So that's how we came about.
So going forward, Dr. Ripo,
yes,
are you ready to work with their group?
We must work together to be able to win an election.
Does it look like you lost out at this national convention?
How can we didn't? We follow the groupings, and today the member of the Delta State who went to national NWC. He's the person who was seated.
But doesn't belong to the Great Ogboru group.
He belongs.
Really?
Yes, the barrister.
Does it belong to the? I thought it belonged to your group.
No. You see, let me just try and correct him quickly before we get out of it. You see, when you say a group believing in the party said, NEC said they should maintain zoning. The party guidelines, the Congress guidelines, Article 10 of it clearly states that in compliance to the constitution of the party, I think Section 28 thereabout, that where the guidelines, following the outcome of the guidelines will affect the party adversely, you may choose to go by consensus or by democratic means. Meaning you can also change it. It's not cast in stone.
Okay.
And if you
because we need to
I want to add. If it's going to,
our time is up.
Oh, okay.
Our time is up.
Okay.
Thank you so very much for your time, and I'm happy that you're laughing at the end of the day. I would love to have you shake my hand.
Why not? It's my
cousin.
It's my younger brother.
We're same village.
So from the same one.
And he actually, you know why he's contesting for governor. And on the day of the World Congress, he was in another place. I said, where's my brother? He's not here for it.
Thank you so much. Former Speaker of Delta State, Honorable Victor Oche, and Chieftain of the APC in Delta State, Dr. Ike Odiko. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Thank
you
very much.
I appreciate it. So we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll be looking at another issue in the APC and how the party will be able to take itself out of what has become, well, a crisis. Join us again, everyone.